WanderingWinder here with more Dominion, and Enchantress looks pretty good to me. Draw with Enchantress and these villages, Werewolf, Spices is your plus buy. There is no trashing. Enchantress with the duration draw helps give you the reliability that you are going to be lacking because you're lacking trashing. Um, I'm going to think about going double Enchantress versus Enchantress Silver is the big thing I'm thinking about. You could also try to go for a minion deck here, but I don't think I like that as well. Um, I think I'm going to go with a silver. Not a big fan of the Mountain Village Open. Going to take another Enchantress here, and now I'm going to take a village. Okay. So do I want a Cellar, a Guardian, or nothing? So next turn, I'm going to have a pretty bad hand. So next turn I'm going to draw 9 cards. I'm going to draw 5 coppers, 2 estates, and 1 of these cards. I don't want a Guardian. The attack just isn't worth. I probably will take a Cellar. There's no trashing. It does not work well with the Mountain Village. Okay, so next turn, going to have a Mountain Village. I think I'm just going to take a Spices here. The plus buy is nice enough. If you Enchantress me, I can pig the Cellar. And yeah, it's just about getting more deck control cards. So this, I think I'm even going to take another Enchantress here and a Bandit Camp. Here, this is going to be another village. I don't want a lot of Bandit Camps. They don't draw so well. A little bit is fine. They give you some econ, but okay, let's pick this and just go with this. Go for another Mountain Village and another Cellar, I think. And try to get some werewolves coming up here. I don't want to draw the spoils because I wanted to draw a draw card. So you have gotten a province already. You go for a guardian there. I think we want to take a werewolf. And this is fine. I don't really want to play the third Enchantress now. Take another werewolf here. I'm going to take another province, sure. This is less than great. I'm going to take 2 villages here. I'm going to try to get more werewolves. Still hungry for deck control. I'm a little bit intimidated by your pair of provinces, but I think my draw is a lot better. You have 1 fewer Enchantress, 2 fewer werewolves, so you're playing much more like a money deck. Okay. I was really hoping to find here a werewolf. Guess I'm gonna go for that still. Do I want to play this werewolf or do I want to hex you? Well, hexing you does nothing. Let's play it and continue to take enchantresses. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna pig this. I think we should double now. This is a province for you. Okay. So I don't want to draw one of the cards I discard with Seller, so I'm going to do this first. And now I'd rather pick up spoils than anything else. So this should probably be province duchy. And I don't think you're going to be able to double here. I'm going to pig an enchantress, assuming you play an enchantress. See if you province. You could do, no, you just go for duchy. That makes a lot of sense. I will take an estate, because at this point the 1 point might well be useful. Okay, what do you do here? You're going to go for province? You're going to go for double duchy? Okay, so let's do this. Okay. You don't have a guardian in play. Okay, so this is 9 money. So I think we got to take a copper here so we can double duchy. We don't trigger this shuffle. We go double duchy. Okay, well, plague is not the biggest deal. I guess there wasn't that much more I could do there. You might be able to double here. You've triggered this shuffle. This doesn't look like double though. And your next turn is going to be a bit less good than the average. I'm gonna draw random cards. Okay. This is 4, 6. Okay, so we're gonna take a copper, of course. You have no things coming in. So I think what I want to do here is take the spoils and buy spices duchy. 10. This is not a great draw. But between this turn and the next, I think I'll be okay. You could go double estate here, perhaps. Again, you don't have any enchantresses in play. That's good for me. Okay, you're just going spices. This turn you don't even have. Okay. So you have 2 spices. If I buy a province here, I can't lose immediately. If you go province, estate, estate, it's a tie. I think I should do that. I think province, estate, estate is also unlikely given the lack of cards that you're going to have. Because you need both the spices, and we know some of your cards. You need 12 money. But estate, estate might be better. I think I'm going to go this way. I really don't know. Well, now I'm pretty happy to have done this. I think. I should have. Well, I should be able to have a pretty good turn this turn. Anyway, so even if you enchantress me, which is likely, I can pig the bandit camp, mountain village to pull up a werewolf, draw 3 more cards. So that ends up drawing like 4 cards over where I am now. You have to buy a state here, of course. Okay, so if I go spices, I can double as. No, we're gonna take the werewolf here. Well, let's take one of the mountain villages first, just in case we need that. But yeah, okay. Actually, I can just pull up the spices, right? And this should be enough money. Yeah, okay. Whew, close run at the end there. I think my opponent just didn't build quite enough, but very importantly, they got some real bad draws near the end there. I like getting enchantresses, and I like getting a lot of them, and I think that was important. You're never really going to have deck control here. So like just getting your cards at the right time is really important, and there is some you can do about that with the enchantresses and the sellers, but it's limited how much you can do. You're always going to be at the mercy to some extent of what you're doing. The minion deck maybe would have been interesting. Unclear exactly how that works out. This was a very long game. Obviously, there were some attacks that came in, but they're not, in general, I think, the biggest kind of attacks. So it's very possible we could have played better. Um, if you have suggestions, as always, leave a comment. But hopefully you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.